Hi everyone, today we're talking about two stocks that I have bought recently. Like I say, I was holding off on the market for the right time, and eventually I have bought two new stocks, which are JD and Microsoft, which I'll get onto why I bought them stocks in a little bit. Before then, the reason why, if you do watch this channel quite a bit, or if this is your first time watching, I basically explain what happened. So back in November, I said on this channel, I said the stock market isn't in a great position, the economy isn't in a great position. I had quite a few gains on the stocks, and I thought, right, I'm going to sell these stocks and take profit on them. So I've been out of the stock market since November. So now since then, the stock market has gone down big time, so I sold at perfectly the right point, and I thought I'll wait, see what happens, and then eventually I'll buy back into the stock market and just protect myself slightly. I've been out of the stock market since then, and I've just been watching the stock market go down, down, down. I thought these are some great opportunities I'm going to have to get into. And then it got to pretty much Christmas Eve. And when it got to Christmas Eve, I was watching CNBC, seeing all the stocks go down massive. I think it's like the worst Christmas Eve on record ever, which is a great part to me of history, to see that happen. Bit different if you had stocks on it than and holding shares and you see them go down. Maybe not as great watching it, but and then it got to the 26th when the stock market opened back up, and I thought, right, after that big decline, I don't know how far these stocks can carry on going down. These are great buying opportunities to get in. I had to go back into the stock market, and the day opened up pretty okay. I think it was up about 1% at the time. And I thought, right, I'm going to go in now and I'm going to take two positions. I'm going to take JD and Microsoft and see what happens. And I got in at about a decent rate. I got 20.05 on JD and 95.25 on Microsoft. When I opened these shares up, and then the Microsoft had the whole market had the best day on record in history. I think the Dow went up about 1,000 points. Both things worked out perfectly right, and I'm up quite a little bit on these positions already, which is good. Going forward, I'm probably going to add two more stocks to my portfolio. I'm probably going to buy them today as of recording this video, but we'll see what happens. I was going to buy them the day before, but my money transferred from a bank account into my brokerage account didn't go through fast enough, so I wasn't able to buy, which was a bit unfortunate. Because the stock market had a reversal day as well, so I'd have been up on them positions. But long-term holds, so it doesn't really matter. Both companies are great companies that I'm going to be investing into, so they probably will go up long-term anyway, but it would have just been nice to have a nice gain to start off with after buying them shares in the companies. So when I do buy them two companies, guys, I will put do a video on it that I've bought them companies. You'll probably be able, if you watch my videos all the time and the free stocks that I'm buying, video that was my last video, then you probably know which companies they are that I'm talking about, but I'll make a video when I do buy them shares, but like I said, that'll probably be today when I buy them stocks later on. But JD, overall I said that I wasn't going to buy JD until February, until the China trade war had pretty much sorted itself out. The reason why I went against that is two reasons, or potentially three. JD was showing signs of trying to bounce back a little bit around the $20 range, and when it dropped back to 19, I thought, right, I'm going to get in here, and then I'll add probably a bigger position in towards February time, when we know what's going on in the China trade war. The other thing is that the allegations against the owner, or the CEO of JD, they were cleared and said he wasn't going to get charged, so that was a little thing that I was concerned about, as well as the China trade war, so that was good. When that got announced, the stock went down like 18% or something like that, and the recovery was only 5%, so it shows that, because of the bear market, that would have pushed it up a little bit more if we weren't in a bear market, so that was good news. And that full news not taken into effect correctly, I don't feel like. It also announced a buyback program of shares. That's always a good sign, saying that they think the company's undervalued. And there's also a little bit of news about how it's going to reconstruct some part of the company as well, recently as well. So that had a nice bounce, I think, yesterday when a lot of the market went down. So overall, it's good news coming out of JD, and I think it's massively undervalued and a really cheap stock. A great growth, so I invested into JD. Microsoft, if you watch this channel for a long time, you know that I'm a big fan of Microsoft. It's my favourite stock on the stock market. Just offers so much. Great company, great dividend, so many growth sectors. The company's growing 10% revenues. EPS is great, always up in the dividend, strong brand. Couldn't complain any much about Microsoft. Yeah, my favourite stock, and when it dropped down to that 90 range, I was like, wow, I never thought Microsoft would drop down here again. So I had to get into the Microsoft at that point, because I don't think it'll be around that 90 mark for too much longer or ever again. It should be in the 100 mark for sure, I feel like. So two really good companies I want to invest in. Like I say, I should be adding two more at some point. But overall, there's just so many bargains in the stock market. There's loads of stocks I could have picked. I think nearly every stock is either undervalued or fair valued right now. There's not many overvalued stocks left. I used to say Netflix and Amazon were overvalued stocks, but right now at these prices, I feel like they're at fair value right now. That's the first time for such a long time. So yeah, great buying opportunity, and those are the two stocks I bought. And like I say, I should be adding two more today. And when I do, I'll make a video on it and announce which ones I bought. But like I say, if you watch my video, you probably know which ones they are. So guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. Thanks for all the support recently, it's been amazing. Give the video a like, and I'll see you on the next video.